All right, so welcome back to the program. It's still Global Morning, Sunday morning edition. My name's Ubong. Oh, sorry, and Sadia is still here.
Yes, Ubong, welcome back from that short break. We spoke about school, not scam. For some people, that is the first segment of the program. So now we're going to the last segment of the program with the topic.
Yeah, we're talking about business development, and I guess will be with us in no time as we'll continue the conversation, right, about business development and business, entrepreneurship. A lot of persons talk about the role that business plays in stimulating a particular country, a particular economy and I think that in Nigeria, fairly we're doing well, we're trying. I see a lot of CEOs these days, right? People say, I'm the CEO of this, I'm the CEO of that. And a lot of young persons just want to do their thing. There are many young persons I know that cannot stand the rigors of waking up in the morning.
Yeah. Our last week topic, we spoke about remote job or office work, 9 to 7. And there where we have some people saying, they prefer remote jobs, like compared to the office job. Why? Because they would have time, their own time, and some say they don't like answering sir to some persons. And then we have from one of those that commented said before when he was working, he don't have time. He can't even gift 20,000, as low as 20,000. But ever since he resigned from the job to focus more on his business, as low as 50,000, he could dash out, like he could gift someone of 50,000. With the current economy, the current situation of Nigeria now, 50,000 as a gift from someone is big for some persons. So you see, for me, business is a good to go idea.
Right, absolutely. Business is something people should,
even if you're working, you should have a little business outside.
Like the one they call side hustle.
Right, or BB.
Because, right, absolutely, because the economy becomes very tough, difficult. You should have something to fall back on, right? That from time to time you know that, okay, this is something I can actually get to, right?
Yeah.
And you're able to just bring extra source of income. For yourself, because it's becoming very stressful, for a lot of persons, a lot of Nigerians. And that's why today we'll be looking at business development, as we'll be speaking to ALHASSAN OBAKE, who will be joining us in no time. ALHASSAN is a business practitioner and also a politician, who's done business for quite a while. Let's go for a short break and we'll bring him in.
In an age of breaking news, you need a trusted source that prioritizes accurate, factual, and unbiased reporting. This is AM News, and I am Ubong Usoro.
On global television, our news is rooted in verified and authoritative storytelling that keeps you educated, informed, and enlightened on all the issues that matter to you. I am Sadia Yakubu. This is Midday News.
You can trust our multi-platform news broadcast real-time and fast-check stories for all the big local and foreign headlines round the clock. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. This is News Express.
Our array of anchors delivers the news to our teeming viewers, breaking it down with context and perspective. This is News Cycle on Global Television. I am Anieti Patrick.
and the flagship news is your hub.
Welcome back to the program. So now let's get into our second discussion for today as we look at business development, how to assist and support small scale and medium businesses in our country. We have joining us ALHASSAN OBAKE. He is the North Central Regional Head of the National Association of Hair and Beauty Practitioner of Nigeria, NHBPON, that should be NAGPON, who's joined us. The NAGPON is a trade union and affiliate of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC. He's joined us live in Abuja studios. Thank you so much, ALHASSAN, for coming on the program.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mbok.
Right, so
Welcome to the studio.
right, let's get into, you are in a business that is predominantly known to be done by females, hair and beauty. Right, while growing up, it wasn't a major career choice for
The
male,
male
for
gender.
a male gender. So let's start from there. How did you what drove you to get into that business?
Yeah, actually, the business is a lucrative business that require not a lot of money, but there's money involved, sure, but at least a little bit you can get yourself equipped and made a business. So I think the business is fine, and every homes must cut their hair, and in the female aspect, there's no home that cannot do the makeup and plait their hair. I think the business is it's okay.
So I asked a question. How did you, get involved, in the business? What was the process of getting involved? Because traditionally, we know when we talk about hair and beauty, I know we have beauty shops that may also follow those beauty shops, but most times it is anything about beauty is more of something for the women. So how did you, get involved in the business?
Yeah, I think we also have a male aspect that is barbering. So call it barbering. So the barbering is one of the best and the largest industry in the world.
Barbering.
Yes. Yeah, that is hair and beauty. It's one of the largest industry in the world. Yeah, you could see maybe within Abuja here, you see a lot of every nook and cranny of Abuja here. You will see a lot of shops, salons everywhere. And we beauticians, let me just say, we are the ones that even caught President Tinubu here, and without us, the Tinubu cannot live. Yes, I'm sure that if the hair and beauty will go on strike, I believe it's more disastrous more than any other thing.
I'd love to see that strike,
So I'm so passionately going into that business. Yeah.
All right, so why going into that business? When you wanted starting the business, what were the challenges you had?
Yeah, we're actually having the challenges, and that is where the government will come in.
All right.
Yeah. That is, we talk about the people living in remote areas and people living in the very deep villages. Find it very difficult to operate that business because of there is no electricity. I think it's one of the factors that are affecting the business. And the lack of incentive from the government and the people in government and the leaderships. We talk about those acquiring the top political like a Senate, House of Representatives, and also local government chairmen and other things. I think for every sensitive governments, we need to look into that industry, because even the industry can even provide a revenue for the government if we're properly equipped.
All right, so it's kind of when I knew that this was what we were going to talk about, because it's not something a lot of persons talk about.
Yeah.
I know there are many various other industries like NATA, for instance, National Association of Automobile Technicians. They are more prominent, more vocal. The NBA, the NUJ, and the rest of them, right? But when it comes to hair and beauticians, it seems because anybody can just learn the trade, it seems the regulation, for joining the business is not that stressful. Maybe that's why it's not.
It doesn't have association or body.
They have an association. They are not that strict as to membership. So I'd like to talk about that. How does somebody become, if I want to become an hair and beauty practitioner today, what is the process?
Yes, I believe we have NUJ, Nigeria Union of Teachers. We have National Union of Road Transport Workers. And it's also a trade union, because it's a trade union that they satisfy this our union. And the certificate is only single in the whole West Africa. Yeah, I think becoming member of the NAPON, it requires you going to the right channel, the leadership. We have a president. Yeah, we have a female president that governing the whole 36 states. And we are over 29 states in Nigeria as it is. So what actually you need to do is to align yourself with the union, because why we are suffering from skin disease today and the lack of what you call proper hygiene. You understand? So professionally, every shops were supposed to be under this umbrella, because we train workers on hygienic levels, and before they take on this job. So you can see that every person who wants to apply into this industry must have a very, I think, limited experience on how the hygienic look like and how we control the hygienic environment before even going to the business.
All right, so we're talking about beauty and hair. Some persons will not understand. Is it that beauty is just for the skin, or beauty both for the hair and skin for only female gender or both genders?
It's for both genders.
Okay, so how do you do it since we have skin beauty there?
Yes, the hair and beauty is also comprise makeup artists, nail therapists, massage therapists.
Sorry. Let's do the counting, because I'm interested. You said there's a makeup artist.
Yes, makeup artists, nail therapists. Yes, nail therapists, massage therapy. That is hairdressers, barberings. So they have a lot of things, and even the beauties shop owners and cosmetics are their beauticians.
Okay. Yeah. Cosmetics and beauticians are also part of.
They're also part of the hair and beauty.
All right. So let's talk about the Nigeria Business Society. How has business been so far?
Yeah, the business today. You and I know what actually we are facing in this country. The business is diminishing every day because of the security situation in the country.
Security affects your business?
Yes. I'm a North Central regional head. In my region, you can see that Benue is part of my region. Kwara is part of, Kogi is part of my region. So even FCT, as the center of the unity, is part of my region. So the security aspect is one of the things that drastically bringing the business down.
How is, because I'm trying to understand, sorry for being curious, how is the insecurity affecting, are they kidnapping your members?
Yes, a lot of our members are victims of this kidnapping. Yes. a lot of our members are victims. Yes, I think the last few days now, we encountered a lot of our members being falling into the hands of kidnappers, and we are just calling on the authority to do something before it gets in it.
All right. So, but business-wise, how has patronage been from Nigerians? We understand security poses a threat in one way, but let's talk about patronage. Have you really had Nigerians patronize?
Yes, like I say, the patronage is very high. Like you say, you are looking very good, and my sister close to me is a very beauty. I think before you come here, you already design your faces and do your makeup. You are the patronage is very high, but we're also having a very big challenges, which is the electricity. Like I said from the initial.
So electricity becomes a very
yes, and lack of incentive from the government, also discouraging the businesses.
All right. So you talked about electricity being a challenge because I know that today there are many shops, even where I go, right? They do not use electricity. They now use solar, and even the clippers are now rechargeable. So is that not something the association may teach your members, that instead of, okay, I'm not saying government has a responsibility, but if you wait and it has not come, you may also think of alternative ways of getting electricity for yourself. Is solar energy something that you've thought about?
Yes, all hands are not equal. Yeah, I can do it. You can do it. What of the people living in the remote areas? How do they cope up? And that is why through the association they cry to us as a leaders. And the primary responsibility of a leader as organization, a biggest organization, is to cry out to the leaders to assist the union in getting those people equipped. Like we are saying about this, the solar energy. Like our mama, that is the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria, was saying that at least with the 50,000 naira you can fry akara and kuli kuli.
We'll come to that.
So I know, and with these small businesses in salon like this rechargeable clipper is not cost. I think with your 20,000 naira, 25, 30, 40, you can get a clipper. That's rechargeable clipper. And even on that beggar, the bridge here, you can set up your business with your table. Yes, you can set up your business with a table and your clipper is being charged. You can work there. You can do your business there. But how is our leaders funding these industries? Once they fund the industries, the people, every houses were even eager to come into the business, and the Nigerians will not be lack anything. I see our boys are going to Yahoo and other sorts of illicit drugs and other things. So if at all the government come to our aids, funding these industries, I believe those people we are seeing in the streets today, those guys we are seeing in the streets today won't go into that areas.
All right, so I must give this to some Nigerian youth, both the male and the female.
Yes.
All right. Some of them, you see them going into this business, like the barbing or the hairdressing for the ladies. And then you see some guys, like some men, also breeding for women. So I must give it to them that, yes, they are hardworking. As much as we have hardworking people, we also have those that don't believe in working hard or doing such jobs like we spoke earlier about. All right, so if you go from this street to the next street, you would come across like 2-3 shops of probably youth who just had to just think of something, being creative. They just put that, let me not go far, let's go to area 10. You see some barbers lined up. That's their shop. No roof, nothing. Just with tables and this clipper. And then they barb hairs. They barb people. You see them lined up. So you see, if they have an association, I think from my own side, the government should support, because these are another industry that most youth are going into now, doing this job while they wait for government jobs. You understand? So if you're being creative, if you're making use of the little opportunity you have, for me, I think it's a good one. So my own call is for the federal government and every other body involved to please support these associations so that they can help, like we could have more hands, more youth coming to do this business. And hair business is one business that also generates money. Even if you're poor, you must barb your hair. And for my own gender, I will collect money from you to go and do makeup, just to go and do photo shoots. So you see, I could just accept to drink water just for me to put on makeup.
Yes. Right. So let me come back to you, Mr. ALHASSAN OBAKE. Let's talk about how Nigerians see small-scale businesses, because our topic generally is about business development and how to go around it, right? How, because the other day you made a statement of the president's wife. She was talking and she said, instead of women, because I have seen a woman I know, the husband, does a petty job. They have about 4 kids. She doesn't do any other thing, right? Stays at home from morning to night. And I was worried when I saw that, because I know that the husband cannot afford to, take care of all of them based on economy, the job and everything. And the children even had to stay out of school for quite a while. When I asked, she said, there's no money to pay school fees. I said, but there are government schools around. He said, in those government schools, what are they teaching? I'm like, instead of them to stay at home. That's right. So, how do Nigerians perceive your business? Do people now, are there people that see that it's a business for commoners, or it's a business for people? It's not the kind of thing, because I've heard those kind of people say, no, this is not the kind of thing I can do.
It's not my calling.
But you can call somebody and beg for money.
Yes, urgent to
So let's talk about that.
You're actually seeing that there's others just say that the hungry man is on the angry man. And as a man, if you didn't, or the woman, is not supposed to be an idol. You understand? Like there's those ladies going about doing the hookup. Like this hairdressers, and they studies as Ashawo before. They used to look them, but it wasn't like that. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. So I'm appealing to those ladies on the street that instead of going through the street and be begging somebody money and looking for a sharp businesses, I think this business is a very lucrative business that they can involve themselves and they will get away with it.
Right. So I'd like to know your comments on the president's wife. She spoke about frying akara, kuli and all of that. It was a lot of backlash.
Yes.
But what's your take on that?
Yes, my take on that is this is a high, powerful, the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria. She shouldn't have come in the public and outburst that kind of. Although she has her rights to address Nigerians and even telling us what actually we need to do in terms of the business. But my take on that, it goes in maybe trying, creating a business hub that every Nigerians will like. If we talk about loans, if really Nigerians governments are also in high intensity of giving loans to women, you understand, women and men to go into the businesses, I believe they will go in the long way solving their problems, even in their own house. So the outcry that Remi Tinubu he's talking about frying akaras. Yes, akara is a lucrative business that every homes goes into. So for that aspect, I discredit that statement.
So what does it take to start a small business, right? Somebody wants to start a business, is listening to us this morning. And what does it take to start a small business? How much of capital is needed? What is the work that is needed to be done, around to gather that capital? Just lead us through the process. If maybe somebody who has just sitting down with a business idea and wants to start, what does it take to start a business?
Yeah, starting a business is even with little as 10,000 naira, you can start your business. If actually you are very committed to the business you wanted to do. So, a little money you can start your business, but not to that level of brand akaras. Because even the akara, for you to even buy those equipment, the 50,000 naira cannot even go in the long way. If you know Nigeria system today, and once you take a leader to maybe I'm even going for Wuse. If you go to Karumu market and just this black leader with even 100,000 naira, what we are coming home with it is very small. Some of us we have families, and you know how things are in the market today. So for you to, for her to come openly to say that with 50,000 naira you can buy an akara, in fact, it look very abusive to Nigerians. So, and I believe maybe in times to come, she will apologize to that.
All right. So, let's talk about how to raise capital, because you've said 10,000, but there are some businesses that, in all sincerity, with 10,000 you can do little or nothing. So, what is the process of raising capital for somebody who wants to start business? Do you reach out to family and friends? Do you go back to savings? How do you raise capital?
Savings is one of the cardinal points in gathering your monies and going into the businesses. You can start maybe like 50 naira, 100 naira daily contributions. We see some women and men going about their bike, collecting daily contributions. You can start with that. Then at the end, you get your money and starting your little, somebody doing donuts and doing this kunu and kunaya and zumbo stuff. You can start from there. They are selling maybe pure waters in what do you call a motor park and the rest. So from there you can get yourself a kit.
So nobody should sit down and say, I do not have enough capital to start.
So if you can start business with as low as 10,000, yes, there are some businesses that you can start with such amount of money, like he mentioned, the pure water or bottled water, the sachet water, or the bottled water or drinks rather. You see, the problem with some of our youth is that, or some Nigerian persons, they don't want to go through the process, the long process of getting money. All right, so they prefer quick money. For example, now me hawking bottled water and drinks on the street of Abuja. For one purpose, I want to be helpful to myself.
Yes.
All right, so as I'm going daily with that business, day by day, I'll start gathering my money and thinking about me moving from that business to another business. Like you said about that woman saying government schools, they don't teach anything. That means she prefers private school. But then she don't have the money to move to support her husband. She's just, for me, it's a 0.00 for her. Because if you have ambition, you must work to get that ambition. She is not working towards it by helping the husband or helping herself by getting a trade. She's not doing something and you have a high taste already. So that's a no-no for me. We have some persons like that in society, most especially my gender. They prefer sitting at home. You will see them with classic phones, doing a lot of things. You get, you that you're working hard, I would come and beg you for money.
Yes.
So some of us prefer doing that other than doing business. I'm just saying some of us minus me, but let me just use the word some of us. We prefer going about taxing people. Say, how far? It's been long I've heard from you. You didn't call me. There was nothing between us. But then I'll just pick up my phone and let me chat Uber. I know he will give me money today. So I'll tell you, Uber, I don't have gas, so please give me gas. Send me money. I want to buy gas, even if it's 2 kg for 3,000. I know that you won't send 3,000. I'll call him again and then tell him 3,000. I'll call another person again and then tax that person 3,000. I know you people will not send 3,000. Maybe you might send me 5,000. You might send 10,000. So we have a lot of persons out there who prefer this line of business, and then they come on social media to kind of show that they are doing well, they are living fine. You get, but deep down they are not helping themselves. So the day you tend not to assist, that day it's a problem. So me, if they would go and start up business, if I'm to tax anybody for money, let it be that I want to start business with it. But some persons will tell you, I can't help your water, sachet water, I can't help water, this business, no, I can't. You look down on business, and you don't look down on business.
You don't look down on the money.
You don't look down on the money. I don't look down on business. I know of a lady who is educated.
Yes.
She's frying akara. I know of another lady in Kano. She sells what we call wena flour in Hausa. It's made out of flour. And then they just put onion. She bought gas, like she's frying this with gas. She has employed people as well, just red oil, palm oil, and then Maggi cubes, and she fry and sell.
Right, so let me get back to ask ALHASSAN, because it's been in the line. Many Nigerians who are listening, want to start business. One of the things that has been very difficult to do is savings. In business, and for somebody who's just starting, how do you manage not to eat your capital? How are you able to distinguish your capital from your profits? How are you able to balance your books? Do you keep records of your business? Is that important?
It's very important. I think savings, keeping record is one of the cardinal points when you want to secure your business. Like in POS, you can see the ladies and people on the road, on the streets, doing POS. So if you are not mindful of how the transaction, you made your transactions, and inflow and outflow of your businesses, at the end of the day, you're lost. So you must be very, very mindful of how you keep your record. And the record is one of the cardinal points in securing the business. I think it's one of the things that will keep the business growing.
Right, so we'll also talk about partnership, because I've heard people say this time and time again that why we have lots of small businesses in Africa is that many Africans do not understand the power of partnership, of partnering with somebody to work, to do a business, to come in together, to pull resources to be able to carry out something. Is that something you've explored in your association? And do you think partnership is needed to move businesses forward?
Yes, partnership is one of the things that keep the business like ours going. You can see in Wuse, in Gariki, and even in central area here, you will see some shops. People buy space. They are not the owner of the shops.
Buy spaces.
Yes, they are not the owner of the shop. Rather, they are the ones setting that business up. No, they just came to buy the space. As doing the partnership with the owner of the shop, it keep the person business growing. But not just buying the space. You must have to be professionally and how to approach your customers. There are lingua francas. Let me just put it in a layman way. The way you approach your customer. Maybe the other day you left to a salon to cut your hair. There's that man that actually laughing at you, smiling with you and joking and maybe doing other things with you for the person to get their customers. So you were talking about the
Partnership.
The partnership. Yes. We have a lot of business that require their partnership for the business to grow. You don't do something on your own because when you think that you know all, you don't. that is the beginning of your failure. So as a successful businessman, you don't know it all. So you require the second partner to also tell you what you don't know. You understand? Maybe what he knows best, you don't know. So in the business, the big business like ours, we require a partnership for the business to grow.
So, there's also complaints that sometimes many Nigerians do not know how to get into this partnership, and I've heard complaints of people saying they were scammed, by people, and people do not keep to the terms of the partnership. So, what do you advise somebody to do to safeguard this, this space if you get into a business, so that you are not scammed at the end of the day? Somebody don't, say at first it was word of mouth. They say 50, this one say 50 at the end of the day. But he said, no, it was not 50, I said it was 80, and all of those arguments have come.
I think the proper agreement is one of the things. If you don't go into the proper agreement, the business will collapse now. And at the end of the day, you keep fighting yourself.
Yeah.
An argument will come. And that is where the business will start falling. So the proper agreement is one of the things that you needed to do if we are going to the partnership. Yes, agreement is one of it.
Alright, so you're still talking about the business, because we are trying to interrogate what it means to start small businesses in Nigeria. You've talked about partnership. Your organization, it's about beauty and hair, technicians. Do you collaborate with other associations? Because there are other industries, very many other industries that may have over time gotten some level of preeminence. The government know them, this and that. Have you spoken to them, and how are you trying to work in sync with other industries?
Like SMEDAN is one of the government agencies that do with the businesses. Yes, we're also partnership with the SMEDAN, and in the area of grants and other stuff of the things. So the SMEDAN have been wonderful organizations that actually looking on how to grow this the hair and beauty industries. I must commend that. They are doing very, very wonderful work in the quarters with what they could. Then we have Nigeria Union of Journalists. Of course, we have we need information to grow the businesses. We must have to partnership with the medias like the Global TV. So maybe at the beginning today we made the beginning of our partnership with the Global TV. So I think we need media to grow the businesses, and also other Nigerian.
That will be very important, because a lot of persons will do. You come and pay us for adverts. Because a lot of persons that do small and medium scale businesses do not think that
they need adverts. They
media,
need media,
to grow their business. But media is very important because it brings publicity as to what you are doing. Talks about. How are you able to monitor people who are fake in your line of business?
Yes, like I said from the initial, that in coming to this industry, you must it's not much, but you need to know what we are doing. Like in the Nigeria system, what we are having in the country and what we are facing in the country now, I think the hair and beauty contribute. There's a risk management in it. Like as hair and beauty, we are beauticians, but we are a doctor. You understand? So we manage the hygienic part of it. Like if you go to the hospital, the last time I visited some hospital, you could see the lot of skin disease. Those ones are negligence of some of the barbers. You understand? So I have to get the hair counter. How many cases of these the sharp objects coming from the hair and beauty? So the professional aspect of it that must has to be part of this organization for you to get that training. Because once you get the trainings, you will know what you are doing, and the entire community will not be infected in this.
So what do you do to those who have not gotten the right training and running as quacks? Is there something you can do, organization can do to serve as a deterrent to others who may want to also do such?
And that is the area that we are still calling the government to come into our heads. we are not just helping ourselves, but we are helping the entire public. You get me right? So the government need to chip in and assist this organization, because we know it. We are professionals. Like if you are dying your hair, a lot of things happening in the industry. That's a ladies in Kaduna thereabout, when she used shampoo to shampoo somebody's hair, and the whole scalps were lost.
It's very sad, but
Yes.
I couldn't help just laughing.
Yes, because-
Like, so just to wash the hair,
Yes.
the whole scalp.
Yes, because she don't know how to apply that.
Is it the shampoo or the relaxer?
The
Because-
relaxer.
because I have heard of some
Sorry
cases.
about that. It's a relaxer. You
I've
understand?
heard of
Because
some
you need to
cases.
put the relaxer and
Are you
the
sure
shampoo.
you can
Yes,
wash
yes.
it?
Yes.
If the hairdresser doesn't know how to apply
So
it properly.
yes, we actually need a collaboration with the NAFDAC, because we see it up, raising alarm to the NAFDAC. Because those who are bringing those products, we need to checkmate those things, because we are the consumers. We face that threat. So there is need for the NAFDAC to collaborate with the NAFDAC, so that the entire public will be safe. You understand? Because there are a lot of creams we are using today we're not supposed to be using. You understand? So there are many things that dies. There are some of us put dyes, but we don't know how to apply this dye. We don't even know the textures of your hair. You must also examine whether your hair can take this dye. But in some the hair and beauty, the barbers, there's some less professional today, they'll just see your hair begin to die. You must have to examine the textures of that hair, whether this dye will go with your hair or not.
How many persons really take time to do that?
Nobody.
We barely do
So
that.
if the government can assist, can partnership, as in working closely with the hair and beauty, I believe those cases will be diminished in the hospital.
All right, so let's go for a short break, and when we're back, the conversation continues. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the program. It's still Global Morning, Sunday morning edition of the program, and we're looking at business development, and we're speaking to somebody who has been involved in lots of businesses over the years, and we're talking to ALHASSAN OBAKE, who is a North Central head of the hair and beauty practitioners of Nigeria, who's joined us live in our Abuja studios as we look at business development, how to develop small and medium scale businesses in Nigeria. We just talked about, before we went on that break, we talked about how to spot those who are spoiling our organizations, because I know that all over the world, right, yes, there are people who commit crimes, and sometimes these crimes may want to rub off their organizations, yes, right? So making sure that we are able to curtail such, it's very important for our future as a people and for our business. But let's still come back to you. We've talked about how government should support, but is there something the organization is already doing to identify fake products and people who are not keeping to the standard of the business? Is that what the organization is already doing?
Yes, what we undergo is a training. You train it first, then we carry out the task force. We have our task force.
Oh, we have a task force?
Yes, we have a task force. And sometimes we have the challenges. When you go to somebody's shops, you begin to quote law. And you don't know that we are trying to do something good to the society. But they are coming that this, that, I have, my father is a commissioner, my father is military, this, that. We face those challenges, and that is actually why we want a commissioner of police. Maybe we started in the FCT, and now, like I said, we are in 28 states and 29 states there. So the task force, we are having a task force going around to checkmate those items we bought. Like the realizer, some people will use realizer even not covering the realizer properly, and the realizer will be expired, and they're still using it to get what they want, which is very bad. The clinical aspect of it is very bad. So our task force are going everywhere. Like we have some of the barbers who are doing their towel warmers. You understand? They will keep their towel warmers maybe 1 week without even raising it, and they're giving the proper sterilizations. And so our task force go after those people, and the hygienic part of your shops and other things. That is where our task force comes in.
All right. So, how is the returns from the business? Because we see, I know that there are some businesses that you cannot have 2 shops if it's not up to 2 poles. You must have that demarcation so that people don't climb the same business in the same areas. Do you have such rules in your organization?
Yes, in the constitutions on how we manage the business, like I say, through our task force. But there are still biggest challenges. You know how those.
What's your own this thing? What is supposed to be the space between one and the other?
Yeah, it's 100 meters.
Okay.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be in the organization. But the people are not keeping to that line of the rules. You understand? Because it actually affecting the running administration of those rules. Because our organizations is that you need to identify with the union. And if you are opening shops, you need to organize. You need to identify yourself with the union first, and then the union will go to the site and inspect your space and grant you the operational permit for you to carry on your business. But in the case of this, you will go to some areas, in some remote areas, we have agros. They will stand up to fight you. That there's no way you can do it. Your papa will give me money to rent my shop. So are you coming down to chase me or to give me the directive? So there are many challenges.
All right. So you just talked about that. I know that there are some union leaders. Once they get involved in unions, they become bigger than even some of them even leave the business. They no longer do the business. They are involved in the politics of the union, right? Because some persons seem to make money from the politics. For instance, we've seen the NURT, at times, struggling for leadership between one person and the other as to that. Alright, so welcome back to the program. We're still speaking to ALHASSAN OBAKE, who is here with us in our Abuja studio. So I was asking about the fact that we've seen so many unions get involved in politics, the politics of the union, right? And even leave the core mandate. Well, how are you funding the union? Is that something you've thought about? How is the funding being achieved? And tell us about the politics side also.
Okay, right now, how the union survive. In terms of union gets a dues every monthly dues. In the sense where the members of the union pay their monthly dues as low as maybe 200 naira per month. You understand, 500 per month. The monthly due. So they use that monthly due to finance the activities of the union all over the country. You understand that? In the sense that the members fail not to pay their monthly dues, the union activities will be very, very low. Not be able to carry out their activities. And we are not we are not based on the salaries. So we are just private organizations that made the members commitment corporations to survive the union. So that is how the union operates. And we also sell some of our products. You understand? We sell some of our products and other sorts of initiatives.
So is there like Is it like, do we have the union, get involved in politics, maybe endorse particular politician? Because I also one union in Lagos endorse a governorship candidate.
Yeah, we could see maybe the NLC, this NLC will fall into the coming into the politics, like the former governor of Edo State, Adam Oshomole, is a leader in NLC, so he fall into that aspect of politics, from labor union to politics. So the union were not supposed to be biased. We're not supposed to be directive for a particular candidate. The union is for all. You understand, irrespective of the party you belong to. But the unions should play a major role of choosing the leaders, because as every members of the unions belong to a different political party. Yes, that is sacrosanct. Yes, every members of the party, we can't tell one particular person,
because everybody has their own political party.
Yeah, they have their own ideology, they have their own political party, they are the leader of one of their party. So you cannot just tell them to leave this party and come and join. Yes, of course you can, but there's a limit you go about that. But you cannot use that union to achieve that. But the union play a major role in who became the leaders.
All right, thank you so much, ALHASSAN OBAKE, as you spoke to us about business development, supporting small and medium-scale businesses in Nigeria. We wish you all of the best, and we wish your organization all of the best. As we hope to see more businesses spring up in Nigeria.
By the grace of God. Thank you so much.
All right, so people will go for a short break, and when we return, the program continues. Stay with us.
In an age of breaking news, you need a trusted source that prioritizes accurate, factual, and unbiased reporting. This is AM News, and I am Ubong Usoro.
On global television, our news is rooted in verified and authoritative storytelling that keeps you educated, informed, and enlightened on all the issues that matter to you. I am Sadia Yakubu. This is Midday News.
You can trust our multi-platform news broadcast real-time and fast-check stories for all the big local and foreign headlines round the clock. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. This is News Express.
Our array of anchors delivers the news to our teeming viewers, breaking it down with context and perspective. This is News Cycle on global television. I am Anieti Patrick.
And the flagship news is your hub for the day's most engaging stories. This is News Prime, and I am Jumai Manson.
Did you miss any of our news rounds? No worries. Catch up at 10 p.m. and midnight, 7 days of the week. I am Mukhtar Kasim.
Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. We're active.
Alright, so thank you so much for staying with us this Sunday morning. It's been a wonderful time with you, Sadia. Thank you so much for doing this alongside me.
Don't stop thanking me. You know, we are together in this.
We are together in this. Partner in crime.
There is nothing we can do about that.
Absolutely, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yes, so you see, we are in this together, so stop thanking me. Rather, I should be thanking you for
We need
always.
to thank each other. Right. And so I guess that, we talked about business development, how it means for Nigerians. I think I'll end by saying that please, don't look down on anything.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You could have your high horse and all of those big things, and you can build it gradually. If you see something can put food on yourself, please do it. And you too that you are already doing well, please don't laugh at anybody who's trying to start.
Yeah.
Some of us may not have had the help us.
Yeah, I would like to add to what you've said by saying no one should look down upon any kind of legit business, because no one will pay your bill if not you. And if someone is paying it, be rest assured that one day they will stop it.
Right, we'll get tired.
They will get tired and eventually stop. And if before they stop, it might cause issue. You have issues here and there with that person. You fight, and then they will use it to should I say, insult you or something. And I know one won't like it. So in order to stop that, work hard. Don't look down upon your business, how much you're getting. It's a matter of time. Even Dangote and Co, they started from somewhere. So just have that belief, just have that belief that yes, you can do it, and you will do it. Be consistent in whatever you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you see that one day you live to tell the story on how you started the journey. And then you don't bother people with your own problems because you feel you don't want to do business because you're bigger than that business. I told you about a lady who is frying this Wayne flour. I don't know, should I call it flour? Anyways, I don't know the best name I don't know what to call it in English, but in Hausa it's called Wayne flour. She just thought about modernizing it. And she did. She's doing fine. So you don't look down on business. No, so long as it's paying your bill, it's doing other stuff. You're not going to knock on someone's door.
To beg, right?
I think you shouldn't be ashamed of that business.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Talia, for your time. And thank you, viewers, for staying with us this morning. We hope and wish you a wonderful morning ahead of you. Do have for your time a wonderful Sunday morning ahead. And this is us saying bye for now.